look like
We're
windswept
live.
hair.
It's
I look
official.
You have windswept hair.
Beautiful.
Is that good?
No, I'm just kidding.
Look like
Stop! Don't touch
you
yourself,
belong
like.
in a-
Don't
Hey,
don't
boy,
touch yourself
hey,
like
we,
that,
we
bro.
are live now. It's official.
Thanks, Dallas.
Alright.
I've been live for 30 seconds, Dallas.
Dang, bro. Okay.
Damn.
I've been live for a minute,
Yeah.
so
Oh, wow.
not to one up you. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I see you. All right.
Hell yeah, you do.
Go ahead, Q. Take us home.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live, bro.
But that's what he just said.
This guy's out here drooling.
I've been live for
Run it
a
back.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Third Party Podcast. What is it, episode 4?
Five. Dude.
Episode 5. Well, my title says episode 4, so he's sick, dude. But yeah, welcome everybody. We have 2 new guests. Super excited. We have Northern Moose and AV Edits, who I'm sure you guys have seen in the community as far as Apex goes. AV's had a big impact on the YouTube side, content creation. He's also at the top of my org that I'm in with HR. Moose is in Dare, which is obviously an awesome org in itself, and obviously does a lot on the Apex side of things as well. So I don't know if you guys want to take it away, introduce yourself, Moose.
Oh, I'm going first. Hi.
You're going
my name is
first.
Moose.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Moose. I started off on PS4, recently transitioned into PC. Did play with Q. He was probably one of the worst teammates ever. But full disclosure.
Holy shit.
Everybody else in this Apex community is just amazing. Nothing else to say about that. Really looking forward to being on this podcast, and thank you for having me.
Sick. AV, take it away, baby.
Yeah, man. I started off as a player, played competitively in Apex, been in a bunch of orgs, and eventually just started kind of like editing my own videos, and that led to just doing it for other people. And found myself in this like weird, crazy spot where I had a lot of people lined up, and ended up clearing that list and then joining an org and just kind of being like, these are the people I do this for from now on.
Nice.
Unless there's clout involved, and then of course I will ride that train of the grave.
that touche NATO, dude.
Yeah, the touche NATO, sure.
Oh my God. Come on, guys.
That was a wild thing. We'll talk about it, but
We'll talk a little bit.
Cool guy.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've already introduced ourselves, obviously, with being the 5th episode. So, Dallas, if you want to kind of take it away, just kind of roll right into the kind of some of our topics. I know a lot just came out with Apex, so lots to talk about.
Yeah, so we haven't had a podcast since, right before Christmas. So couple new things. I want to first shout out Q because you're now in an org, so congrats on that, buddy.
Let's go.
And then you also just hit 2K followers, right? 2K on
Thank you,
Twitch.
baby.
Yeah, good stuff, dude.
Thank you. Wow, dude. Fact checking me.
Yeah,
Guys,
so
we are podcasting. Before you
what's up, Pops?
Last time, what did you say last time? Like LeBron dunked it. Oh, it's the Badger game. Oh yeah. All right, keep going. Thank you, Dallas. I appreciate it.
So congrats on that. And then what topics today are going to be basically the new Apex season 4 intro stuff came out today on their dev stream. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the limited time modes that are out right now, and then also talk a little bit about orgs since we have people in here for the first time that are in orgs and what they're kind of all about. So we'll talk.
I think we have an extra topic though.
Yeah, whatever else you guys want to talk
Women,
about.
We want to talk about
Lover 007's porn star timeline.
Wait, what?
What?
Dallas, aren't you on top of that?
I have no idea what that's about, bro.
Wait, what is it?
Wait, what was it?
Is it something about porn star 007?
I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna retweet it on Twitter. It's super crazy. It's super popping right now.
All right, yeah,
I got you. Let's circle back to it.
All right, we'll circle back to it. All right. So what are we rolling off with? Limited time modes?
Yeah, let's start with
Sure, yeah. Let's start with that.
Which one did we start with? Gold? All gold?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gold duos.
What'd you guys think about that?
Probably my favorite one so far.
It was okay. It was your favorite, okay.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite too. The only downside is the lack of armor and getting one tap by a Kraber, especially on PC. Like, oh my god, these kids are insane with the mouse and keyboard. Like I would literally, swear to God, I was mid-air jumping from like a zip line down onto train in between the 2 construction buildings in Cap. Bro, I literally got 232 like out of the air. I'm like, man, like
King, that sounds like your shot, dude.
Yeah, this is just like your shot, bro.
Dude, like these kids are
It was
actually
PC too.
crazy on PC with those graphics, bro. It's just like so like I don't know. It's fucked. But like yeah, it's definitely probably one of my favorites for sure.
How is that Switch bend? Not to intercept the limited time mode, but you are the only one that's really actually no. And I mean, King, you've made the switch a little bit too. I know you go back and forth. Same with Dallas. Zach, I know you're playing Tarkov and other things on PC, but I haven't really made the jump. But what do you guys kind of have to say Moose-wise about? Because I know you're playing it competitively. I know you want to do that big tournament. So what's the Switch like, dude? I heard it's cleaner.
Yeah,
that's good.
Like honestly, the biggest thing, like skill-wise, like it all comes down to like team chemistry. I feel like I feel like up close and personal, like controller wins majority of the time, just because we do have aim assist. And like I hate getting on that topic, but it is one of the things that like we have that is sort of an advantage. Long distance fights are way more difficult for us, so like I kind of stick to like the short range, but like skill wise, like there's like a way bigger skill gap. Like the top players on PS4 still compete, but if a lot more people like made the switch who like haven't seen like the competitive side or haven't been in like the pro league on PS4 before, like they'll just honestly when they go up against like better teams, they're just gonna get annihilated. Like it's like a lot more intense than you guys would like really think. Even in ranked, it's actually crazy the amount of comms and intensity that goes into some of these players. It's really cool though. Like I really enjoy it. I recommend making it if you're into the competitive thing. But other than that, like, yeah.
On PC, is there a difference between like ranked and pubs? 'Cause I feel like on like PlayStation, there's not a huge difference. Like it feels the same when you play them sometimes.
True. Yeah, with skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There is like I don't know. Sometimes you run into like shitty lobbies, like just with skill-based matchmaking and everything like that. But little story, my second game playing on PC, I ran into Fnatic's pro team 3 stacking. I'm just like in a pub. I'm like, man, I'm literally just trying to get to level 10 so I can grind it out. I run into the full 3 stack of Team Fnatic. I'm like, man, like I don't even know like what else to really say about that.
That's what happened. I think it was level 20, and I had Diego Soros in one game and I had Tanner Slays in one game.
Yeah.
And I was level 20 on PC.
Nice.
Still running into him.
Yeah. Skill based.
Honestly, crazy.
That actually is wild. But yeah, back to limited time. I kind of just wanted to touch base on that. And you're going to be in that tournament. Mike, good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Good.
Cut out for a second.
For a little bit.
But yeah, so obviously gold mode was dope. I think it was really cool. I think it was just a time to just shoot random Kraber shots and get one pumped by a Mastiff. But what I didn't really play the always be closing. What did you guys think about that? I heard it was more scrimmy, where like it was a bunch of teams at the end,
It was
everybody rushing to the end.
It was definitely just like the regular game at a faster pace.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
like 10
only
minute
played
games.
one
But
game
also-
and I died off rip, so I didn't get any experience in it.
That's your like general experience for games though.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, that's what I normally do. But some go good. Some go good.
You know what I feel like Apex does is they'll release something that everybody wants, but with some shitty thing attached to it. It's like I can't play duos without having to use only gold guns. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to play duos.
Totally. Duos was fun. I like that when they actually had it.
It's definitely fun.
Yeah,
I think the map size and the amount of players like duos plays well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
True.
Duos is a good game mode. Yeah, 100%. I think solos was my favorite though. Back on Kings Canyon, that was
Solos was a lot of
Nothing beats solos.
I
That was right
always
when they
a
came out with
solo player,
Octane's
too.
place. That was fun, dude. Landing there with like 8 people, just trying to frag out.
Yeah.
I had so much hope for Apex back then. Now it's just dwindling. Oh, it's so
Dude,
sad.
but hey, well, I know we'll get into it, bro. But they're bringing it back, baby. They're bringing it back.
But
One thing-
man,
Which
I have
So it won't be the same.
I
I
hope
mean, it
so.
won't be
I
the
hope
same.
so.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It won't be the same. Do you guys think that they'll bring back solos and duos at all? Like legit ones, not gold or not like a certain type of game mode, just like straight up.
I think so, but it'll be limited
normal.
time. I don't know why it would be limited time, but I feel like it'd be limited time.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
That's-
like 2 weeks when they?
I honestly feel like they don't have the player base to constantly
week.
split, like keep a
week.
considerate amount of like game splits. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Do you think that they would do it in ranked only though? Like a
Oh,
ranked
dude,
only
I don't
split?
think that they would do
Yeah.
ranked
So
solos.
Yeah, I don't
solo
think
ranked
so.
would be sick.
I think it would just
Solo
be
ranked would be
pubs.
so beautiful, dude. Oh my god. I feel like in ranked they really want like that team chemistry and that team working together in the 3v3s. And I think I couldn't see them doing ranked solos because there's a bunch of players that are always post like, oh, solo grind to pred. Let's see if I can do it. You know, I feel like they kind of just are going to stick to that 3v3 when it comes down to ranked, but you know, they definitely could add it. I don't know. I'd be surprised. It'd be cool.
Do you think it'd bring more people in if they did solos and duos though? Because like if you have 4 people or 5 people, like that second or that fourth or fifth person is going to sit out and maybe not play at all if they don't have a solo or duo. Some people don't like solo dropping pubs. I don't anymore. I mean, like I did when like it wasn't like the skill-based matchmaking wasn't like terrible, but now it just seems like there's no point of doing like I just go to a different game then or something like that, or see if I can find a second person or something.
At my current ranked level, because I didn't play ranked at all this season, it's actually easier for me to solo drop in ranked than it is to play pubs.
1000%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is just a wild scenario that they've placed on the game, and what their goal was to make pubs more fun for everyone, but
yeah,
it's not what's happened.
I solo queued to diamond. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get a lot of people that come into the stream and ask me like, "Yo, I have nobody to play with. Can I please add you or something like this?" And I'm like, "No, you'll find people because I'll be full or just want to play with the people that I play with." But I feel like it would be so nice for just the random player, even competitive player, to be able to just gear up and drop in themselves and not have to worry about a teammate. Because
does anybody play on Xbox?
Complains. What happened?
Does anybody play on Xbox?
No, we're all PlayStation.
Do you know what Xbox has that I always wished PS4 had? Is they have an actual looking for group party system built into the Xbox community.
Really?
Where you can post looking for group like whatever across all of and anybody on Xbox can like look at that and just join a party chat.
Oh wow.
Like
Don't we have
it's
that
actually
that's nice.
PS4, though?
It's like really sick actually.
Like community groups.
We have a community thing, but I don't know if
I've never
I don't know if
checked
they
it out
have
personally, but
I don't know if they have like an
there was like a
LMG.
community thing that you could. I thought that there was like pages that you could make. Like maybe there's like a PS4 page.
Yeah, there's probably like some forums or something, but you don't want to play with some Reddit kid.
Oh, what do you have against the Reddit boys?
Damn.
I'm just a lurker.
I'm just a lurker behind the scenes.
Exclamation point lurk.
What do you guys think about? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say there's another mode that we haven't hit on, and I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Third person.
Well, that one,
third
one.
person. I love third person. Let's do that first because it came first.
There's another one after that too.
Go ahead.
Third person is great.
Third person felt like they had almost made the game third person instead of first. Like it was so well done.
I loved it.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I thought it was super good.
I was so bad at it.
I was cheap. I don't know if my crosshairs just were broken, but shit did not line up for me, dude. I picked up a thermal scope and I was like, all right, cool, I'm back to first person. Let's fucking get it.
Yeah. That was kind of cool that they made the digi threat make you go into first person. It was kind of cheese if you get a 9-9. I feel like. Yeah, they did it on purpose. I think so. At least I don't think they tried to like fix a bug or anything. But
if you guys got the RE45, oh my god, the RE45 with an extended mech, dude. Like the crosshairs were literally like. You ever played those old PS2 or PlayStation 1 like Goldfinger or something like that?
Totally.
Gold member. Yeah, there was like it's literally like a little T in the center of your screen. And it was like. It was so easy to shoot with. I don't know. I really enjoyed the third person mode. It was cool. Definitely still skill based matchmaking in it though. It wasn't fun running into a 3-stack.
What up, Zay?
And you couldn't like really play as Gibby or something like that because he was so thick that you couldn't see around him or anything.
Dude, I noticed sometimes if you had a big gun on your back, like a peacekeeper, like a longbow, and you would aim in, you couldn't really see that well because it would be like blocking your zoom in, which was just kind of annoying your aim.
Do you guys feel like it changed your movement, like how you would move around the map a little bit?
You could peek things, yeah. You could peek corners, which is super nice.
Because like I feel like you're more spatially aware of your character too.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I did feel like it was harder to climb some stuff because you felt like you were right there, but you're actually a little bit farther off sometimes. Where like when it's right in your face, I don't know. I felt like it was easier to know if you were right on that wall sometimes. Yeah. Maybe that was just me, but
it felt a little slower for me. I don't know if that's because I'm main Octane. But it just felt a little bit slower.
Really? I feel like Octane would be faster.
Yeah, but like going from first person to third person, it felt slower.
Yeah,
it could have to do with like the way the FOV FOV affects like your screen.
Yeah.
Wait, were you guys all on maxed out FOV? I wonder what it would be like if it was like 70 FOV. Did it like
True. I never
I
changed
didn't
it.
think about it.
I
Yeah.
didn't even, obviously it didn't even cross my mind, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Damn.
You'd have to
It probably
ask
doesn't affect it.
somebody.
Yeah, I wonder if they would or not.
Probably. Just shoot down his idea.
No, I'm just saying.
Why'd you ever do
I wasn't trying to do that. I was just saying, like, probably.
FOV has
No,
nothing
you don't
to
want
do
to fuck
with
your
that.
idea.
My man said, "Fuck your idea, never speak again, Moose." That's what
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So are you guys excited for this dark mode on Kings Canyon? I don't know what it's gonna be
100%.
like. I'm just
gonna be
scared that I'm not
amazing.
gonna be able to see, dude. I did not like the Halloween event where like I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't really see
I
much.
better not
No,
see.
they had fog in it though in the Halloween event. I don't think it would be the fog in the Halloween event. You know, I think it would just be.
I didn't really like that. I didn't really like the Halloween
No,
event.
I didn't either. As long as there
I
were
enjoyed
fucking
it.
zombies jumping out of the freaking.
Yeah, that 2 hit you, just claw your ass.
No, I just jumped.
couldn't
Like
see
jump
it.
scared, bro. I wasn't ready
shit
for
my
him.
pants
But
when that first
spider.
spider jumped
Yeah.
out.
Oh my god. The boxes,
Yeah.
bro. And that was a challenge. You had to get scared like 25 times. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like, man, this
Fuck that,
isn't good
bro.
for my health.
I don't even want this thing, dude. Like, no, I
I'm
don't want
already
this
down
at all.
on my health, man. Now you guys are
Yeah.
scaring me too. Come on.
Yeah, no,
The
it's
challenge
not
was, like,
healthy.
To kill 25 spiders and
yeah.
Q's like to get scared 25 times.
That's what it was, dude. You'd open a box like, oh, what's in here? And it just fucking claw at you. And you're like, this is not even what I want to be playing right now.
The funny thing is like
There's a clown behind you.
I watch clips on Twitter like before I even launched the game, seeing people get scared.
Oh yeah.
First
Yeah.
box I open, I fucking jump 10 feet in the air. I'm like tight.
Yeah, no, you're not
Mentally
ready for
preparing
it.
myself, but nothing can mentally prepare you for it.
No, not even a chance.
What I'm excited for the Kings Canyon is landing Skulltown every single time and having those RNG fights and coming out on top.
Oh.
I'm so excited. I
Dude,
can't
pick
wait.
up
I
a
can't
Peacekeeper
wait.
R99, dude, and just mow him down.
I'm just so excited to get that PK in one of those hallways again.
My
That's the
main's
thing that I'm
finally
looking
gonna be
forward to the
useful.
most.
It's gonna be
You
dope.
main? Who do
too.
you main?
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound? Yeah, no, that'll be nice.
Y'all are gonna be in the dark, and I'm just gonna be like Bloodhound, and just like
Oh, is that what he says?
Yeah.
Right when he launches it, Bloodhound. Sounded like a fucking Power Ranger.
ring and like his own fucking name.
Bloodhound. attack.
Isn't it weird to think about too that there's a whole group of like people that haven't played Kings Canyon?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
There's a
fuck
whole
That is
Yeah.
actually is crazy to think about.
There's no one's gonna know about like the map or like rotations or anything.
Do you guys think when they bring it back, because they are obviously in season 4, I know we'll get into it more, what map do you think they're going to do? Are they going to do Containment or Cascades? Because I miss Cascades, bro.
They're gonna do containment and change more is what they said. It's gonna change a little
Okay.
bit.
I wish that they would bring back Cascades, because, dude, that was just second Skulltown to me, bro. That was so much fun, so much room, so much loot.
It was a great spot to rotate from.
Oh, dude, it was beautiful. You would literally go there, right into Bunker and into Kings Canyon. Just that route that you would take so easily and just drop big games. Yeah, that was nice.
Man, I remember that.
The days, baby, the days.
I think for the new
when we had
for like the new Kings Canyon like poster they put like they said on a certain days when they're switching over for ranked,
Yeah.
but in the
Okay.
picture like one of the giant monsters' leg was gone.
Okay.
So that was weird. Yeah.
I saw in the picture also that there was an explosion in Cap City. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Why
like
they gotta blow up all the best fucking places?
all the best places,
All
bro. Like,
they-
blow up Mirage Voyage, dude. Who the fuck even
Whoa, take it easy, my guy.
Get rid of lava
Like a
fissure.
fucking party cube.
Get rid of lava fissure, man. Lava fissure's a
Dude,
joke.
oh
Or
my-
drill site. Fuck drill site. Why they
Yeah.
gotta fuck up Cap? Every single time, man. Every season they do some
Did you-
dirty shit to one of the best places. It's disgusting.
Did you guys see today in game already?
It's disgusting.
It's starting to change. Did you see it?
What happened?
In game today, there's new things popping up. There's stuff popping up for the robotics
I saw the
company.
signs. Yeah, I saw
The
the
signs?
signs.
And then
Yep.
if you go in one of the train stations, there's a camera crew set up.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that's already starting to change.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I saw that in Sorting.
Yep. Mhm.
And I was watching Tusha's stream today, and I saw that. That was pretty dope. Dude,
That's
he raised a bunch of money for the Australian fighters, dude.
Over 5K or something like that.
Dude, I was in his stream for like the first hour, and it was at like 3,500. I was like, oh my god.
That's why.
God damn.
Good for him, though. That's awesome. But
That was really good.
Get your opinion on something.
what happened?
Hit us.
So let me ace. You guys know who he is, right?
Yeah.
He posted this on Twitter, and I want you guys to give me your kind of
Are you
reaction to
sending it
this.
over Twitter?
All right.
I'll just read it out loud.
Okay.
He said, I just realized I'm playing in a 3-day qualifier on the worst version of Apex that it's ever been, only to qualify for a tournament that's going to be played in a completely different season's meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
So
It's like Fortnite. Before the cup, they released like a sword.
I agree with
It's
part
like-
of
That's
that
true.
because I think that I don't think it's the worst version of the game for comp because this map's way better than Kings Canyon for comp in my opinion.
Debatable, but I can see you.
But
I think it's easier.
But as far as the whole meta thing, completely, that's 100% facts.
Yeah.
100% facts.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
getting PK'd for 150.
The
Yeah.
one thing that like I'm like scared of like going
Thank you,
into
Gio.
like next season, I'm not like this is I wouldn't say it's like really a backtrack, but like since we're talking about metas, dude, imagine the scout meta on Kings Canyon, bro.
Oh,
Like and
brutal.
you're gonna find out on Friday. It's gonna be a scout and a PK or an R9, and it's because it's closer, man. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. That's
It
one
really
thing that like I'm
is.
not looking forward to because
Sitting
the
and
meta's not
bopping
gonna change.
at what's it called? At
With a 3 times on a
Thunder?
scout, bro. Like,
Oh.
man, it's gonna be
just
worse. than-
brutalizing you. But then
I don't
again, no
even-
more longbow though, dude. Remember longbow skull piercer cracking you for every shot?
Yeah.
like-
but okay, but like
That was
more
just as
bearable
dirty,
than
bro.
the fire rate of the G7 and the fact that you can hit for 36 like pretty cleanly
Yeah.
across the
And
map.
51 heads, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
like
could
I
rip
don't
someone
know.
up.
I don't know. I'm not. That's one thing that like I'm waiting for it to happen on Friday. You heard it here first from Moose. The meta's gonna be fucked.
The Moose
Forecast
We're gonna-
fucked.
We are gonna see so many G7 gamers, and it's gonna fucking ruin our lives.
It's probably so much worse on PC.
Oh my god, everything's worse on PC. They
even
don't
get me
miss.
started, man. These kids like disgusting. It's so annoying. I'll get like 2 tap from across the map with like some kid sitting
Can
in
you-
like top a train, and I'm like,
Can you
"Alright."
tell when you're fighting someone who's using a controller versus a mouse and keyboard player?
No, I can't. I can't.
I
but,
can.
Like, mouse and keyboard
Yeah.
players can.
Yeah, I can. It's pretty
Like
easy.
I can get like
Because their movements are just so wild.
Right.
Like
It's hard to
speed-wise,
do.
or what do you mean?
Speed-wise, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
gnarly.
I played a
I
pretty
feel like they
high
can
level-
flick a lot better.
I
yeah.
played a pretty high level of Overwatch on PS4,
Mhm.
and I can always tell. It's like, oh, okay, this guy's on mouse and keyboard. Like the
Can you
top-
play on mouse and you can play on mouse and keyboard?
yeah. You can play any game with mouse and keyboard if you have the adapter.
True.
But the top, I'd say like 50. There's a lot more now, but like the top 50 players on Overwatch on PS4, all mouse and keyboard. All of them.
That's so dumb that they allow that on ranked for Overwatch if you're on PS4 servers.
I mean, they really don't. Like it's just people going around the system that keeps them from doing it.
Apex
Really?
is the same thing.
They
so-
buy a thing called a Zim. I'm not trying to promote that thing. 'cause-
I have one.
Yeah, I was saying we have
Fuck
someone.
what?
We
Who
have
said they
someone
had
here.
one?
I do. I have one.
Dallas does.
Yeah.
You know,
Dallas, are you lagging on my? You're lagging on me. For me.
No, you're good.
not on my screen.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you
I'm-
know that Dallas
I'm-
plays mouse
You
and
look
keyboard?
crazy on my screen, bro.
What the
Your
hell's
face is
going on?
moving,
My shit's like
bro.
twitching, dog. Refresh your Discord, dog. I look
Bro.
scary, bro.
Bro.
Refresh that shit, dog.
My man said I look scary, but like, come on.
Bro, wait a second. Oh, there
Alright,
it is.
alright,
There you
alright.
go.
We're good. We're chilling.
Dude, you look like you were like transforming into the Matrix,
eyes
bro.
are like-
It's like, yo, fuck, that was good shit, dude. Oh man,
There's 2 other limited time events that we have.
Armed and Dangerous. I don't like it. I hate it.
Love it,
And
love it.
the one where you
Hate it.
revive without when the circle closes when you revive.
Live, die, live.
Yeah.
Didn't like
Oh,
that
that was the
one either.
worst. That was
That
nah.
was probably my least favorite.
Yeah, it was just kind of. That one felt like a fill-in. There's. What do we do? Like, no, here you go.
it's
You spawn.
It's a common like mode for other battle royales. It's just
Take
not
Yeah.
ideas from the community that are good ideas, or use some shitty ideas off of another game.
Yeah.
True.
I think
shitty
if-
ideas.
If
Every
they would
time.
if they would have taken out like the wait for the ring to close, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, if they
That
would
would've
just
been
did
real
like
good.
a
Like, if you died and
30-second
just, like,
timer or a 20-second timer, maybe. Yeah.
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 That
You
would have
could
been way
farm
better.
so many kills that way.
It was interesting, like how many,
True.
like so many solos, and all of a sudden you would see like 40 people spawn in.
20s all of a sudden like late game and circle, there's like 6 P20s going off. You're like,
What-
what's going on?
Yeah, what gun did you spawn with? You spawned with
What just
P20.
happened?
P20 and then second circle, I think it was a 301.
Yeah,
Yeah.
301.
I think it was
Blue
white
armor.
armor with a P20 and then blue armor with a 301. You
Blue
spam
armor
it.
and a 301's nasty.
Yeah, that's not bad. Do you know if you got any attachments or just bare?
Could you imagine being a player who made
Fair.
it from the first
Fair.
circle all the way to the second, and someone spawns in with a better weapon that loaded
Yeah.
than you?
He's so sad.
Feels bad.
I would be pretty salty.
Some dude's
I'm
rocking
gonna
white
get a
armor
phone
and an
call.
alternator, runs into a dude who just spawned in with blues and an R3. It's like, alright.
Right next to you too, just drops it on your bean, dude. Just fries you. Yeah, that was a waste of time. All right, into this freaking Armed and Dangerous because I hate it because you get no armor, and the best armor you can get is white.
I
Which
think
any
it's
good
the map.
player can freaking fry you in 2 shots from these guys.
Yeah, this goes back to the whole G7 thing, dude. What the new, what the
Oh,
way the
it's so
G7 is
bad.
now, it's just like tap, you're
With
dead.
white armor.
Yeah.
White armor, you're just destroyed.
Basically, one shot with the
And if
But
you
that
don't
just-
find a helmet,
But that just
longbow,
means you can destroy someone.
king. I'm not looking for this long shot stuff.
I might have
Yeah,
missed
I
that.
bet-
mode.
What's up, JSP?
I bet it's Gibby though. It's fantastic because then you
True,
basically
yeah,
have
you got
white
an
armor and
arm shield already, bro.
arm
I,
shield.
I was playing Lifeline, but it's fun. It's just I don't know. It's just the ability just to go in one fight and you just like double tap G7, like 2 shots, you're done. Move on to the next guy.
I think
Like that's why
Quicker
it's just
fights.
it's just you just quicker fights and then you move on. But the only thing is you can't heal. The healing is really shit in that
Yeah,
game.
you
mode, so-
you get like no
you get
shield
no
cells.
heals.
And yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard as hell to find cells and bats for sure.
Yeah, you like have to kill people. I swear. Like the only time in that game mode, I ever stuff is like end game, and I kill somebody that has like 10 batteries also, and it's like I don't even know where you found that, but
I liked it a
that's
lot
like the
on
only
this
way.
game.
Bro,
I
he
think
landed
he-
Mirage, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, he lands Mirage. He's pickpocketing all the Mirages up there, dude.
I think
Stealing
That's why they
shield
can't
batteries.
get rid of it. That's a spawn point for all the batteries.
It is,
in the game.
dude. It
That's why they
is.
get
Whoa,
rid of
whoa, whoa,
fucking-
whoa, whoa.
Take it easy, man. You don't like the
Hey.
fucking party either, Moose?
You're talking about one and bot 2 in the top left, dude.
Like, it's okay. It's always contested on PC. First of all, at least
And
all the ones that
PS4.
I-
Oh, it's always contested
And
there too.
PS4,
Yeah,
dude.
It's fun.
It's either contested by like
be
5
better.
teams, or you're contested by one super sweat team, and it's just not fun sometimes. So like, I don't really.
Oh man.
Every time I land there, I get like an alternator that's on like. This one time I landed in a rank game, and they landed beside me. Both got PKs. And I had
Oh,
a P20.
yikes. Yikes.
Like literally right like off of drop. I'm like, all right, man, I'm never landing here again. It was just tragic.
Damn.
Yeah,
I remember having
not
fun,
even
though.
Mirage.
I thought I had fun though when Armed and Dangerous was at Kings Canyon. I don't know. It maybe it's just because the weapon meta and like, the
I did
weapons are
like it
different
better.
now.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I
I like
loved
letting
Armed and
Wraith.
Dangerous.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love that race lab place, dude. I loved it.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fights
Oh,
they
the
were
bubble,
We
dude.
were so
doing. You can get out with that little void freaking
Mhm.
launch pad or like redeploy thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Do you remember
The
when it
fights were
first
always
dropped?
insane there.
Mhm.
Dude, yeah, when it first dropped, dude, remember that like
Yeah,
College
there was
that-
like
what
there
was
was
his
like
name?
9 teams that landed.
Dude,
that
Are you
one.
guys talking
that
about-
cost
Yeah,
Uh,
and then there was
yeah, the Wraith
Nyx.
lab.
It was Russ.
Yeah.
It was Russ.
it was
Yeah,
Russ, yeah, he
Russ.
got like 10
Yeah,
kills.
The homie. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dropped, like,
Just
10
threw a
kills.
yep.
Caustic gas. And it's just like
Jesus.
that's disgusting.
It was
We're
hilarious.
saying that was better than what Apex is right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what we think about
I thought it was
when we
good.
talk about Apex.
Oh man, reminiscing
awesome.
on good days.
Remember when Mirage was top tier season 0 because no one knew how to fight him? It's a fair point, Scat. I feel like I knew how to fight. I feel like
I
everyone
remember,
knew how to
dude,
fight.
everybody thought
Yeah, everyone
Bloodhound
knew.
was like
I don't
super
remember.
good off the
I don't
set.
remember
I
I
tried.
don't remember Mirage ever being good.
I have
dude.
I had one friend who played Mirage, and he was probably the only person I ever saw actually bamboozle people.
Remember
Who's
when
that?
Gibraltar
Who's that,
was the
Ivy?
worst?
I don't
Dude,
even
I miss those days,
I don't
bro.
play the game anymore.
Gibraltars and
Okay.
Caustics just got dumped on, and you're just like,
shit on
I
it.
would see a Gibraltar and be like, pink, pink, dead. All right, yep, move on to
Yeah.
the next one. Now they're like fucking just tanks, bro. I hate them so much, dude. Every time
Well,
I
what
see
do
a
you think-
Gibraltar, I just clench my butt, dude.
Do you think
right.
the new legend that's coming in is fortified as well?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. I haven't looked much into
Oh.
it, so who's really
No,
dug into it?
this guy is totally like, because I saw a ton of leaks. I think I saw 2 different leaks of 2 different people. This
Mhm.
is not either of them.
Yeah. I saw one that was like Rosie and the other one was Revenant, right?
Yeah, this is,
Revenant-
I just
Yeah,
saw,
yeah.
I just saw
Revenant-
another
Revenant-
Revenant
like,
leak. But this
cooking the
guy,
walls
I've
and
never
stuff.
even seen anything.
So
I feel like they see those leaks and they're like, "Nah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, let's keep them on their toes. Let's just bring this random ass dude in."
Yeah.
But Revenant wasn't even a leak. He was the announcer of the Halloween event, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
even a leak. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited.
So-
What did they say? What his abilities are really gonna be?
No, but I saw some
No.
notes on it. So
Wasn't
he-
it- wasn't his
There's a
melee?
little caption of it. He
melee?
like uses he like punches things.
He was an
It's gonna
MMA
be
fighter.
so annoying, bro.
So it's
Do
like
you think you can like
You're gonna be in a
punch through
building.
Gibby
He's just gonna
bubble?
like start whacking you for like 100, bro.
Yeah, he's got
I
a
saw
big
that.
ass
I
robotic arm.
really like the biggest counter to Gibby.
I don't know
Right,
if it
dude,
was
a one-punch knockout to only Gibbies. I would love
wasn't
one
it like
shot kill to Gibbies.
with a melee knockdown or a melee kill, you get a 10-second overshield?
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, yeah.
These
So that's
are
what I
all
saw.
rumored abilities.
Yeah.
I wonder what his punches do. Do you think they'll do more than like the average 30?
Yeah, they do a lot, I think.
Dude, this,
That's what they
have
were
you ever
saying.
you guys ever play Mortal Kombat? You guys
Yeah.
ever
Jax.
Jax from them? Yeah,
That's
dude, this
what I was
motherfucker's
tweeting out
Jax,
earlier,
bro.
dude.
This guy is just gonna be bodying people with his metal arms, man. Like,
Dallas said John C. It's
Yeah,
John
Yeah,
Cena.
dude, it's
bro,
fucking John
like-
Cena, bro.
What's up, Marcus?
All right, so I have pulled up the 6 possible abilities they have for him.
All right,
Uh,
nice.
So pull
Saw
shot. It's on
Just kidding.
Dexterity.
Dexerto words. Yeah, thank you. So here's a pull shot. Here's a pull shot where it says short range grapple that pulls enemies into you or can be used to launch yourself in the air. So
That's gonna be so nice.
He's Pathfinder-ish.
that's
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna run
Dude,
away and
they're
he's just gonna
ripping
grapple
ideas
me and
off
just
of
whack me.
Yeah.
That one's a
Yeah.
little doubtful for me.
Yeah. So other one is ground slam. Press crouch while airborne to slam to the ground below
Definitely.
to do some damage.
I could
cool.
see that.
Would that be
Definitely.
his? That's just
He's just
like
gonna run into a Gibby bubble, bro.
That's his tactical, it says.
That's his
That'd be
tactical.
tight.
Okay.
That'd be
Yeah,
tight.
so his ultimate is either KO punch, jump forward in a direction, press crouch while airborne to slam to the ground below. So like I think it's like a leaping punch.
Look at Moose's face.
What? That's
That's
crazy.
tight. That's sick. Yeah.
KO
Could you
Yo,
imagine just
yo.
like one of his abilities being just like a punch, like you just knock people off a cliff, or
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
so-
just out of a safe bubble.
You punch him back into King's Canyon from World's Edge, bro.
Dude,
Can I
what if you
take
like punch him in the rage portal and like he just disappears?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
dude.
goodness, that's gonna be crazy. Keep going, Zach.
His other ultimate could be bull rush in a straight line. If you hit an enemy along the way, press again to do an uppercut, launching them into the air.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be so sick.
Dude, no way.
That dude,
People are wild.
Gio just
Dude.
said finish him. That's what it's gonna
Imagine
be,
that,
bro.
then just being like sniped out of the air like by
Bro,
someone.
my man just turned into the
Clips,
Hulk.
bro.
Imagine being on top of Cap before it's destroyed and just like jumping off of it and just like
Yeah.
slamming into the ground, or just like
That'd be
running at
wild.
people full charge. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, if you can
Everybody-
bull rush. I wonder how much damage. Like, I wonder how easy that'll be to counter though. If you just see this dude bull rushing, you just like one clip
Snipe
him
him
with
in
a
the face.
nine.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think that he would get like
Like a
more
shield or
armor,
something?
like,
Yeah.
just like an extra 50 shield or something?
Maybe-
While he's in that, maybe.
Maybe he
Yeah.
puts up his arm to like shield like bullets and stuff.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if there's just a
Jimmy
dude running in
Shield
a
as
straight
he's
line,
bull rushing.
Yeah, dude.
dude, what are they turning this game into, bro?
I already
Marvel?
feel I already feel like tilted a little bit. I
Yeah.
can picture myself getting my.
I
hands
can't
beat
wait
by
to
him.
main
And
him.
then, there's,
AV's just gonna get picked up and just launched into the air.
I'm already mad.
and then there's two
I'm
possible
already
passives. So there's two possible passive are on the ropes and hamster melee to do more damage. The lower your health is, dealing melee
Okay.
damage gives you a temporary overshield.
Hmm.
Or victory rush, killing a player with a melee attack restores your health and gives you a 30% speed boost for 10 seconds.
Bro, that's
How
gonna
many
be
people that I
so
would
dumb.
PK for
These
like,
are
all
a
elite.
150
These are all
and
elite.
then I'll just punch him in the face. Oh
He's
my
gonna
I
punch him,
God.
just get his health back, and then run for fucking 30%
That's
faster.
Dude, I just
In a
like,
bull rush too, with a
Yeah,
with a QB arm
right. Then he's gonna hit his bull rush and just be running around health boosted.
30%. Next thing you know,
God.
he's fucking stimmed with a jibby arm shield, bro. This guy's OP already.
Just launching people into the air. Dude.
How would
He's
you
not,
guys
like,
feel
putting-
if like they manipulated the health pools of all the heroes and like made their actual abilities stronger, but maybe made their health a little weaker, like just to kind of
Okay.
like match their profile a little bit,
Mm.
right?
I think they
'cause
only
this
have
guy,
to do that
This
to
guy is
develop.
going to be melee heavy. He's going to be in the fray. If they did something where like if he hit them, they gained a certain amount of shield. Like he should gain like a good amount of shield and maybe be kind of weak if he doesn't hit you.
yeah, like,
Okay.
like in in my mind, like he's not going to be useful until like end game. Like why? Like because games, at least at World Edge, aren't usually
Yeah,
played.
drop. Maybe on drop.
Yeah,
maybe on
drop.
drop.
That's on
Drop.
Just think
it,
about when they
yeah.
bring back Kings Canyon. He's gonna be in freaking Skull Town running up one of those freaking one of those little buildings, dude. Somebody's gonna be holding the doorway. He's gonna bull rush the doorway, pick you up, throw you in the ceiling, and then hammer fist you. And then I'm gonna be pissed.
And we're gonna blow open doors like by running
Hey,
through.
peace out, JSP. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
I like gonna be wild.
I like that idea of adjusting the health, but I don't think that Apex devs are that smart, to be honest with you.
No, they haven't shown it.
They're I don't know. I had so many hopes going into this season, and I just feel like they really dropped the ball with a lot of.
It really does
feel
feel
this
like
long distance meta. It's terrible.
it really does
I
feel
agree.
like they listen to the feedback and they're like, all right, that's okay. No, let's go the opposite way. And like, not
Here's what
listen-
the community is saying.
Yep. Let's
Go
not
to the
do
side.
that.
Let's raise our prices in the shop, okay?
Dude, right?
That's all we're gonna do. Oh man,
How much of that do you think is EA?
a lot.
But
Yeah, a
of it.
lot. Yeah.
They're all money hungry on EA, dude. They just want the money from the
It's
shop.
every single
18
game.
bucks for a fucking skin. Stuff.
Because you know they said that EA has not
I still
had
buy 'em
anything
all.
to do with the actual development of it.
No.
No.
The prices I assume they have a
Yeah.
lot of.
Yeah.
Well, the guy, what's his name, Vince, the guy who is a lead on Apex, he just became like the vice president of EA, right?
Really?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's dope. Good for him.
Yeah. So
He's probably
maybe
making
something's
bank.
changing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
Mo-
leap.
most
That's
profitable
a big
game at EA.
promotion.
So
Yeah.
here you can be vice president now.
It's a small promotion. Just a
Oh
small
man,
promotion.
what do you guys think? I will, and we'll get into it a little bit, but kind of teetering on that. Well, I heard them saying the season 4 leaks that they're only going to do top 500 pred, and if you're not, you're going to get like demoted.
No,
What do you
that's
guys
not
think
a-
about that? Because there's
that's not a-
31,000 preds. In
No,
yeah, that's not a
PS4.
leak. That's confirmed. That's confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
All right,
confirmed.
I
Yeah.
keep saying leak. I keep
Yeah, yeah.
saying leak.
Yeah. So they're adding a new tier.
King is
to
the
it.
leak police over here.
They're adding a new
Get your shit
tier.
right, dude.
Yeah, they're just adding a new tier. So basically, what they're doing.
David
is
goes,
go from
"Announcements,
diamond
Q,
to
not leaks."
master. I think it's Is it
Master
Master.
tiers?
Master, yes,
Yeah.
master
and
tier.
then it's master, and then it's predator, and not
Yeah.
the other way around.
Oh, really?
So,
So,
like,
you won't go back to diamond?
No.
That's good.
Uh,
That's
Yeah,
good.
there's an
The
in
only-
between now.
Yeah, it's just like you have to be top 500, which is going to be stupid hard because everybody and their dog is going to be grinding for that. Everybody wants that.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
It's gonna be super fun. I kind of wish I was back on PS4 grinding for it, but like at the same time, like I'm glad that I'm on PC doing it because that's just where the competition is at. But, like,
Totally.
it makes it that much more difficult, bro. Like it's so I don't know. It's gonna be tough to like really grind it out and like even making that for me, I think is gonna be really difficult like, for a lot of people. It's gonna be
True.
crazy. There's like how many is there on PS4 now? There's like
32,000.
32,000?
I saw 31,907 the other.
That's crazy.
insane,
That's
bro.
a lot.
So I think it's over 32.
Can they?
But dude, that's because you got grinders, bro. You have people selling it. You have people boosting it.
Yeah,
And then you have the
That's
average
worth it.
Joe that can just get it on themselves. So it's like you have the content creators, you have the people that love the game that are fraggers, then you have the people that are helping the people that can't get there by selling it to them. So there's just so many accounts.
It sucks because I really like the change in the point system for it.
I did really like it as well. Do you think they'll keep the same point system?
They said they were tweaking
Like with
it a little
assists
bit
and
when
stuff?
Yeah, they said.
I like
they
the
said-
assists.
So the assists, they're gonna change the time frame, so it's like
It's
0.5
7.5
seconds.
seconds now. and
Yeah,
not
they're gonna change it
5.
to point. Yeah.
What do you mean by the time? Like you have to do. What do you mean by that?
The
Yeah,
amount
so
of, you have to do a certain amount of damage within a time frame before they die.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know
To
that.
Oh,
get in
nice.
but they're gonna.
I feel like
expand that
it
window.
already does that though. I feel like I already get where I'll do like 150 and then they'll run away and somebody will kill them for the other 50 and I don't get the assist.
So the
happened.
difference would be how much time it takes from that person to
Yeah.
die since you hit them.
Okay.
It's going from 5 seconds to 7.5 seconds.
So they're adding
That's not bad. That's cool.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So they're adding more time. So
Oh, they're adding more time to help you.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope. Oh, I thought you meant that they were doing
No.
less. Okay, cool.
No, yeah, they're adding like 2.5 more seconds onto that timer.
Got you.
Between.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah
And
which,
then-
I enjoy that aspect of it at least. I mean, at least
easier.
maybe I'll get more assists.
I mean, really, they're gonna have to deal with the dashboarding thing.
Dude,
100%.
And I don't know if you guys know who Ghostayami is.
Yep.
I
He's
don't
one
know.
of the devs, right?
He's an ex Halo pro who now is I don't know if he's a dev or if he's kind of just like
Is he just helping out?
Knowledgeable.
Community advisor.
Yeah, because I follow him on
advisor.
Twitter. I just haven't really like looked at.
He's a really smart dude, and he talks to the community a lot. But he pretty much said that like somebody had tweeted him like, "What are you guys gonna do about the dashboarders?" And he went, "Don't worry, we're taking care of it." So
Yep.
Or wasn't it like it's Judgment Day or something like that?
Yeah.
It was
Something
probably
like-
something
yeah.
more ominous, ammonious.
Good
Words,
words.
dude.
Well, I was in a Braley stream and I was just lurking when it was 2 a.m. He was doing an all-night stream and somebody asked him and Braley was just like, "Oh yeah, dude, they're all getting banned." So like I don't know if that was an overshot or if like he has an inside scoop. I mean, TSM pro player, I feel like I don't know, I feel like they may talk to some of the guys, but I don't know if they're all gonna get banned. That would be beautiful. I'd probably shoot up like 100
I
rank.
mean, shit, I got a lot of video evidence to support it, so like,
Yeah.
Moose
dude.
over your
Moose made
hard drives.
Bro,
Dude,
it's
no, he
just
made a
no.
YouTube series on it, dude.
I still have at least 20 gigs of clips of people dashboarding, and some of
Insane,
which
bro.
will really fucking surprise you. Oh,
Oh,
man.
No,
dude.
it won't. Oh, well.
Oh,
I've
man.
seen like top 30 people dashboard.
No, I
Like,
know that, but like
people
we've all
that-
heard about those people, but these are people that are like well respected in the community.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sticky bagels with the resub.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
Breaking news.
You have to be careful with it because
Yeah.
it's not like people don't rage quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, 100%. No, I know that. I just
Oh, dude, I've done that when I'm getting finished and got like a 10-minute ban. Dude, fuck.
I did it by accident one time, like a few times. I just immediately thought I was in a pub. I'm like, fuck this kid for finishing me.
Yeah, and then you get minus 120
now they're
points, too.
clipping me, posting it on
I'm
Twitter.
like,
About
dude.
Moose dashboards. Like, man, come on.
Yeah.
Don't explain
Bro, my
it.
boy Mad Bro dashboarded in a pub, bro. I don't know if you guys saw that clip, dude.
Saw
I
that.
freaking killed 2 of his teammates, and then I hit him one time with a freaking longbow, and I didn't even know it was him. And I was like, oh, why I'm in Mad Bro's game. And I was playing with 2 of my buddies that didn't really know Mad Bro or anything like that, and just saw he had 52,000 kills. And then they're like, dude, that was him. And I was like, wait, that was who? I go over and it's fucking Mad Bro, dude. 52,000 kill Pathfinder DCing in a pub. I'm
I
like,
have a bone to pick with that guy.
bruh, in a pub?
Man, I was in the same pub with him, and I was popping off. I think I had 8, and it was me versus his squad at the end. And I had killed both of his teammates, instant thirsted them, and then I like did like the shooting thing where it's like do, and he did the same thing back. So then I started teabagging in front of him, he started teabagging in front of me, and I dropped all my shit for him. And he pulled a Zachary Weston on Daltouche on me, bro. This man picked up a Mastiff and one pump me in the face. I'm like, wow. I thought I was gonna get some really good content because it would have been like a 22 kill game with like a boxing fight at the end. Nah, bro, this man like 150 me right to the face. So like,
Yikes.
I was so sad, man. And he knows it too. He came by my chat after. He was a good guy about it. He's like, bro, I'm so sorry. I was like,
Dude, he finishes me every time he sees me. Every time he sees me and kills me, he finishes me. And the fucking one time I have a hand and I'm right about to kill him, he dashboards. I'm like, I fucking hate you.
he probably knew it was coming. He was like,
I know. He
Let him-
knew it too. He didn't want it.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
I would hate being killed by QBuzzShot. Never happened.
Dude, a lot of people do, man. A lot of people hate it. 34,000 people hate
always
it.
do finishers, bro.
Oh,
Always do finishers.
I'll be
Every
down
time.
25 shield. Boom. Finish him real quick. Dude, I didn't have any shield cells. I have like 10 batteries.
Yeah, I remember I was in Henny's stream and you were fighting him, Strides, and Floppy. And like you popped smoke and you tried finishing Strider in the smoke mid gunfight, dude. And he just rolled up through the smoke. He's like, "Who's this fucking idiot?" He's like, "Oh, it's Q. What's he doing?"
Oh man.
Yikes.
Strides probably just fried me after, dude. I always do that and just get destroyed from the back.
Always.
Yo, so
Be
Alpha
like
had a
that,
question. He wants to know our opinion on why 20 bombs and 4Ks are more difficult in this season.
Skill-based matchmaking.
That and the map,
Yeah,
bro.
Size
yeah,
of the map, too.
Mhm.
skill-based matchmaking and the size of the map is
Yeah,
basically the
I
answer.
honestly thought that the size of the map would actually make it better because
thought
like,
it did.
You know, I
Before
thought
skill-based
that it would make it more so along the lines of like not a lot of people fighting.
Yeah.
Like more spaced out. Like I could go 1v3 and not get third party. That's just not the case. Like people are landing in like those like main areas, and just like fragging each other off of rip, and then it's it, and then you're just like running around.
You have to land cap or sorting if you want a chance.
Yeah.
The thing about
sorting or Skyhook is a good place too, especially
Sky's
if like
good.
5 or 6 teams land there. But yeah, skill-based match.
It's just the rotation from Sky. It's like if you go cap and nobody's there, you're screwed. You know, if people already rotate like towards fuel, you're pretty much just done.
I would honestly think that getting a 4K would be easier.
4K I think is easier. 20 bombs I think is where
it definitely was when the charge rifle was a thing. I mean, you still do it easily
with the G7
like
for
grief people. Yeah, you could just grief people with that thing.
Yeah, and dude, getting the 4K before they gave you down damage impressive. That's the fraggers right there. Because now if you finish every down that you get, that's 200 right there.
Yeah.
Or 300 if you do full purple. That's because you get that extra 100 from their body. So it's just way easier to get 4Ks in big damage games.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%. But yeah, skill-based matchmaking in the map 100% are one of the biggest reasons why it's harder. But like a lot of people will be like, "Oh, well, if you're good, then just frag it." Like that's what all the shitters say, dude. Well, if you're good, just kill them all. Like, dog, I'm not about to 1v3 Team Fanatics pro team on my second game of pubs on PC, bro. And people are out here on
why not, bro?
Me being like, they're adding me, bro. They're like, dude, just kill them. If you're that good, just kill them or get good. I'm like, dog, you're being spoon-fed right now, man, by Respawn. Get out of here. Was it that bad running into like a Predator 1 in every 50 games instead of running into shitter squads and like feeling like you're good at the game? Bro, like just go back to the old Call of Duty days. If you get mopped by a team, you get mopped by a team. Just that's how you
totally.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
You gotta go back to the drawing board, dude. None of this fucking bullshit. This souvenir little participation award bullshit, dude.
Bro, it's honestly crazy, man.
How do you
How
do you feel about the split that you're gonna have to grind back up a little bit?
What's up, Blade?
After like 6 weeks or something like that? How long is it?
For what I'm saying?
I don't know if everybody knows, so
I don't know this yet.
Explain it a little bit. In the dev stream, they talked about how they're gonna split the ranked season. I don't know if it's gonna be pubs too, but the first half of ranked, I think it's gonna the whole half, Zach. The first half of ranked is gonna be on World's Edge, and then the second half is gonna be on Kings Canyon. And at the split, you it's like a new season basically. You drop back down to, if you're Predator, you go back to like
Plat 2 or something.
No shit. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But didn't they say if you make it?
I think that's kind of cool.
If you make it like both to Predator in both those ranks, you get an extra special reward though.
Yeah, you get a badge that's animated.
Is that you get Apex Predator though? That's not Master.
You get to have dinner,
Master, right?
No,
that's above Master. That's top 5 Predator.
No, so
that's what his wife makes you meatloaf.
His wife makes you meatloaf.
From what I understood, as long as you're the same rank in the first split as the second half, you get the whatever. Like, so if you're bronze for both, you get a bronze animated one or silver.
Fuck yeah, dude!
It's just right. I got bronze animated, dude. Sick.
So like,
get excited, King.
To appreciate the people who are actually still grinding out ranked and not dashboarding. I just want to say, like, good job to you guys, man. Like, I'm so happy.
Thanks, dude.
Like, those people who dashboard, all you fucking kids suck. Just let it be known.
Yo, but to be honest, like, because now I'm just trying to get pred because I just didn't play this season.
Mm-hmm.
I like really love when someone dashboards and I can just loot the box real quick and dip. Like,
I love it when like you don't kill that third person either, dude. Like you just kill 2 of them and then they're like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, so shout out to the dude who's handing over the purple shields.
Yeah. Don't even want to put up a fight to lose points. Dude, they're getting so good at it now, bro. I'll be shooting a Wraith, not even break her armor, and she will void and phase, and then DC in the face, bro. Like mid fucking phase, they're DCing. I'm like, it's getting too good, dude. I'm getting people are learning,
man. Pathy,
so
just flies in the air and DCs.
Mid air. All right, man.
So with the split, I always like to look at kind of how they introduce things and see where the business decision comes from.
True.
How does this affect their monetary income? And to me, the split is a cop-out, 100%. I think using Kings Canyon to bring people back halfway through when their season's kind of getting dull is a cop-out. I feel like what they're doing is kind of just trying to make... They're kind of using it as bait to keep their season relevant for the amount of time it takes them to create new content.
Makes sense.
Can you blame them though?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, like,
it's smart. I agree. I think it's smart.
100% it's smart. 100%. I also think it's lazy.
I agree it's a cop out, but at the same time, like, look at the amount of players that, like, even like pro players that are just like tweeting, like, I hate Apex right now, like I can't play
totally.
it, like I can't do this.
Shroud
And,
doesn't
like
play
that
it
was
anymore.
that was like 3 weeks ago, man. That was like a month ago. This is like mid-season, so it's like they're really trying to, I don't know, keep it fresh, at least for the competitive players. At least like give them some incentive to keep playing and grinding. So I know like I get burnt out like super easy now just because it's so repetitive, same meta. It's the same shit every single time. It gets really, really annoying. I think it'll be cool. I do agree it's a cop out though, but like it's the easiest cop out.
I mean, I'm gonna play it.
That's exactly why.
I'm gonna play it every day like I already do. But...
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. What's our? Go ahead.
Well, I was trying to think if there's anything else in the.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
In the dev.
the
new gun. Yeah, new weapon.
Bolt action, right?
Bolt action
Sniper?
rifle. They said there's something like a charge on it though, and so they didn't like explain too much on that, but
Sounded like a single fire havoc kind of, but it's bolt action sniper, but like that kind of charge.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before we hop into the new weapon, what kind of weapon do you think Apex needs right now?
Not another charge rifle sniper gun.
Yeah,
there's
Dallas
gonna be
and King's favorite weapon.
there's gonna be 3 energy snipers. Like why?
Bitches.
I think they need a better AR, honestly. Like
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
301 just
It's-
can't compete with a 9.
Did-
It's
Did,
you need a 9.
did anyone actually play Titanfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
I played it a little bit after Apex came out. Like I wasn't like a before.
So like the car or the Volt, that'd be nice to see.
yeah.
Kitchen said
I heard the
that's
Volt
their
was
team,
coming.
bro.
Yeah, no, that was the rumor before this came out.
I
that
thought
there's
for sure
gonna
the
be-
Volt, right?
Yeah, energy
Yeah.
SMG Volt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm. I don't know.
I don't want anything more energy, dude. Anything that just fries my shit before I can react, I don't like it, dude. Like if I'm dead before I can even turn around, which is the 9.9 too. Everybody's always like,
Yeah.
dude, if this is broken, so is the 9. But like, I don't know, the 9's not. I feel like the 9 takes like recoil control, and like you have to be actually good. You can't give a shitty player an R99 and have him just start one clipping kids. I swear. Like if you're out there one clipping kids, like you have a
True.
pretty good shot.
I always feel like I'm dying to the worst players whenever they're using like a Devo and a Gibby.
Dude, 100%, bro. Or a Havoc turbocharger. You turn a corner and you're dead before you can even react.
Because you know what it is like you make them miss like their first half of a clip, and then they're still firing, and you're like, I have no more room to move. And it's like their last few bullets to kill you.
They missed
Yeah.
their first half, and because of like the rate of fire it increases, so does the recoil. So they're able, because they're so shitty at recoil control, they're able to just like keep up with you because it keeps going to the side. That's how they keep killing you, dog. Oh man, yeah, no, I 100% agree. But I think an AR, bro. Like we
Yeah.
need a better AR, or at least revert the R3 to what it was, so it can actually compete. It can't compete with a flatline
True.
up close. A flatline will destroy it. Unless
Yeah.
you hit multiple headshots with the R3.
Yeah.
But like if the other person has a good shot, you're getting outgunned by that flat line. It can't compete with an R9 up close. Like it can't compete with a Havoc. You know what I mean? And all the ARs, they just get outgunned by anything up close, and like anything
It would
from
be
like,
nice to
medium
see,
far
like,
distance. It's just like the scout. So honestly, I'm thinking like that we need a new AR, 100%.
It would be nice to see like a Hemlock buff.
I think they
Hemlock's
should just reverse the
nasty.
Hemlock.
Yeah,
I think they
Hemlock's
should just
fine, man.
revert the Hemlock.
I use
No, I
it a
think the
lot.
Hemlock's fine.
I think
yeah.
it has like a weird drop off though at a
It
certain
has more
distance.
recoil in my opinion. I remember it being a little bit better on Kings Canyon.
It fried in third person mode.
Yeah.
Dude, single shot
I
hit
would-
is filthy.
I would like
Yeah.
to see a Prowler buff, dude.
Dude,
Prowler
don't give
Prowler
a
be
prowler buff to
nasty.
Moose.
We can't buff that shit. I'm already getting accused of shit on PC, bro. We can't be doing that. No, like seriously though, like because up close I use the burst,
Mm.
and like because obviously I have aim assist, but like my aim was already good with it. I've been using with it since like season 1, and they haven't touched it at all.
Mhm.
Like I'm good with it, and I don't know, it's so easy to use, and people sleep on it. I would like to see a buff too. I won't lie to you. I wouldn't mind one, but like I definitely don't think it needs one. Like
Mhm.
maybe like if it does like the select fire to like
Yeah.
lower down or like increase either fire rate and recoil, or just like like it lower the recoil completely. I don't know.
True.
What
Either
about like a double barrel shotgun, where like you can either decide to you put on one shot or 2 shots.
Like
You
a
only get 2
slug?
shots in the gun. Yeah, kind of like a slug fire. So you can either like try to hit both and like waste a bullet maybe, or slug, or like do a single shot. I don't know.
like a way better version of a Mozambique.
Yeah, basically. It's not
Dude, the
solid.
Mozambique hammers destroy. I got hit for 86, like 72 or something. 2-shot me. I was like, this is not right.
Did you see? I mean, King's clip where he fucking melted a guy from the other side of construction
That was nice.
with the Mozambique.
That was nice.
Twitch.tv/King Latif if you want to see
Yeah,
the plays like it.
Yeah, I don't know what gun they need to add, but
Q, you're doing that same shit on my stream. How do I fix it, dog?
Frozen?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. We're good. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Av.
What do you guys think was the worst meta? You think
Or
the
just-
G7 or the charge rifle? Or I'll throw in disruptors. What do you think was
Ooh, disruptors were
Oh,
brutal.
disruptors were terrible, man.
Dude, they were so bad.
They were
I really
terrible.
didn't hate them that much. I feel like
I think when
everybody was just kinda
Turbocharger
being a-
first got released.
I feel like there are always going to be people that are against whatever the new meta is. They don't want to use the gun. They don't want to use what's popular. And if you want to if you want to like live in the competitive arena, like you gotta really ride the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
but you have to
being
adapt.
said-
You have to pick up a
That
G7.
being said, fuck the charge rifle. 100%. That shit was terrible.
Bro, right? That's
That
what
shit
I
was terrible.
said.
Hey, nothing
That's
wrong with the
100%.
charge, dog.
Hey, Kitchen said smile, AV.
Smile? No.
There it is.
No.
What do you think about taking out, like, I know we're talking about metas, and I think a meta right now is going to be for the new season, like them taking completely out energy mags. Like, you think that will, like, cause they're going
Was
to,
that for the new gun? Is that I heard that's why they did that.
they
Yeah.
said for the future.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They said that we'd understand.
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we should understand everything that
Like
they
we
do.
understand anything that they
Yeah.
fucking do.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
the development side.
Do you
I
guys
think
remember
that-
when the turbocharger came out though? Moose, you were like, "What?" when I said the turbocharger. Do you remember when that first came out for the Devo and Havoc? And
Okay,
fucking
the only
disgusting
reason
it
why it
was?
was so bad is because the spawn rate on that shit was insane. Everybody and their dog had one.
Yeah.
Dude, just Devos in fucking Skulltown, just mowing down a whole
Oh,
team.
that reminds me of the audio glitch. Do you remember the audio
Oh
glitches?
my
Yes,
God.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it
When there
sounded
was,
you were
when there
like,
was too many
Oh.
energy weapons, or like if 2 guns fired at the same fucking time, there was a massive like audio.
that
glitch.
was
It
bad, dude.
terrible.
That was so. What do you guys think that they'll fix audio ever? Because like I'm still getting ran up by a with a Devo, and I'm 20
No.
HP by the time I even figure out that he's like in my butt.
There's
No,
no.
dude,
Like,
They
I-
haven't done it by now.
If they can't fix a Gibraltar up behind me, there's no way I'm ever gonna hear a Wraith or any character for that sense.
I always feel like I hear my teammates more than I
That's
ever.
that's what I was about to
Dude,
say. I hear my
yes,
teammates
bro.
just fine, and I'm freaking out. Where are these kids? Oh, it's just you.
honestly.
But yeah, can never hear anybody
100%.
else.
Yeah,
Man,
I agree.
I had a situation earlier today. I was running with Trilla and Rowdy, and we were on top of construction in Cap, and we were fighting a team, and we had one down, and we were pushing it, and another team ziplined right to the top of construction, and we didn't hear a fucking thing, and they landed right on my head, like right beside me. All team fired us, and we didn't hear them at all. We didn't hear the footsteps. We didn't hear like the zipline noise or the zipline even connecting to
know.
the building. It was just insane. And I'm sitting there, I clipped it. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck is going on with this?
It's like
team's
you
audio?"
can't hear that, but you can hear the fireworks. Much voice.
Bro, yeah, I can't hear that, but I can hear
Yeah,
Bangalore
yeah.
saying
Yeah,
pop and smoke, make them broke every time she fucking shoots her stupid smoke grenade. Like, Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about Bangalore for, bro?
I
Bro,
also shot at you because she's loud as fuck.
bro, play
Whoa.
as Bangalore with Dallas and King.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Oh,
All I
good.
hear, smoke out, smoke out, smoke out. Like, I get it. Calm down.
Pop the smoke, make
used to
them
play-
broke.
I used to play with this kid who made Bangalore, and he was trying to go for the most hits with the smoke.
Jesus,
Which
is
was
that even a
literally-
stat?
This is literally the most annoying person you could play with because you'd see an enemy team and he would fucking smoke them. I'm like, you'd be like, well, can't see him anymore, bro. Way to just give him cover.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
funny.
he was like top 10 or something.
Wait, that's actually a stat?
It was a stat.
He was like, I'm going for it
There's
now.
some dumbass stats out there, bro.
Yeah, on
Some
Apex.
dumbass stats out there.
Like, there's a stat that's like you have the most finishes on Wraith.
I know that one. Yeah, finishers. I know. I didn't know hit by smoke though.
Yeah.
I got
Damn.
most teammates jump padded.
Really?
That's a thing, yeah.
I was like, I've been working on that one.
Throw that jump pad at
We're
King's
running,
Feet every
everybody's
game,
like, no.
dog.
Yeah, I was like, no, run back, you jump pad.
Speaking of jump pad, I have I think this is probably the last thing on Apex. I have an idea for how to like nerf Pathfinder or change them. So you know how you can like shoot out the jump pads for Octane? Being able to shoot out his zip lines, I feel like would change some things. Like either for yourself, so like if you're like zip up lining above train yard, you can shoot out your own zip line so that people can't get up there. Or like or like people already have one up, like shooting those out too.
Well, that's also how I thought they could change like Bloodhound, because Bloodhound is worthless. But
that's your
but
main, bro.
Shot at Johnny and Rain
Dude,
Tastical.
yeah,
Fuck you.
wow.
First of all,
You bash your own main.
I'm a better Bloodhound than either of them have ever.
Somebody
Heard it here first.
Wrap them on Twitter right now.
Especially because I've never given up on the character, even though he's the worst. But that being said, I feel like if you could throw his scan like as like a ball into a window, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it like hits the whole room. Or
that's what crypto is.
Shots fired.
No.
Yeah, but you can't move with crypto, bro.
I'm just kidding. I love Johnny.
You are right.
Johnny was the only Bloodhound ever above me on the leaderboards.
Get fucking
Really?
Rain.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I don't even know who Rain was before season 1. So.
Oh, well, he actually didn't play.
I don't think
he didn't
play.
play.
He's literally I don't think he's around.
Yeah.
He wasn't around.
Bro,
Rain
put
was
some respect on
not
my
around.
boy Rain's name.
I like Rain. I'm subbed him. He's a cool dude. But you don't just get to come into Papa's house and just do what you want.
Metaphorically speaking, he's a bull in my china shop. We're not letting that happen.
There's literally
nerf
people.
I think they need to nerf Caustics, bro. What do you guys think? I fucking hate
Cautistic. I hate Cautistic, bro. I can't stand it.
Cautistic.
Oh god.
Wow.
Careful now.
Like Moose.
Not stand that guy. Listen, I've been calling him that season 1. Anybody who has played with me knows I call Caustic by Cautistic every time on a call out.
Oh my goodness.
I hate
Very vulgar.
Not at all. I think I don't know. Isn't he getting a buff?
Fucking I hope not.
A buff?
Is he?
I thought that I heard a rumor
Big shout
or a leak
outs.
that he was getting a buff.
Big shout outs to HR's competitive team. If you guys have seen Sung play as Caustic, it is the worst thing to humanly watch in your entire life because he terrorizes people as Caustic. Absolutely suffocates them in gas, throws his ult, and they just destroy the whole team.
Jesus.
And it is just painful to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly painful. And they just get straight dubs.
Yeah,
they're just disgusting.
They're doing really well on
and it
PC.
runs right through him, dude. He is definitely like the main like head runner and taking over like an entire fucking building with all those traps. It's so
a shame
toxic.
that Ant couldn't get his PC working because I know
Really?
that Ill and
because they said they're looking for another team.
PC. Yeah,
that's tough, especially with how much
it'll be hard to see
who goes with them.
Find the chemistry. I mean, like maybe not. Maybe they find somebody with great chemistry, but
they said they need a Gibby, so they're definitely running that same Wraith Gibby Caustic comp.
100%.
Do you know what comp you're running, Moose?
Gibby, Watson, Wraith.
Gibby, Watson, Wraith. Okay.
Yeah. Trilla. He's like
Good
top
Watson.
200 pred. No, he's a Gibby. He used to be. He's
nice.
a Lifeline. He has like 44k on Lifeline.
Oh, nice.
Lifeline and Gibby are like the same thing now.
Yeah. Now
Right though.
It's the same person.
Dude, what do you guys think about that
He
bubble
said
res,
to me.
bro? If you knock somebody, don't even push it. It's worthless because he's rezzed in like what is it, like a second and a half?
Yeah.
It's so fast, dude. Oh my god, they're already up. Especially if they throw that airstrike, bro. Like he's so defensive, it's insane.
And they have a gold backpack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
I was
actually
playing with
ridiculous.
JD last night, and one of our teammates went down. I threw down my bubble and JD started rezzing. I was like, JD, get the fuck off him, dude. Don't
This is my time to shine, JD.
Don't you dare fucking touch that res. Go for number 1 Jibby reses now because that's apparently a stat.
Oh, is that a stat? I'm getting that.
No, I'm totally I hope it's not a stat, man. I hope it's not a stat.
Fuck me.
See some weird people on Twitter flexing their I'm number 1 for Bangalore smokes just backtracking. Like I'm number 1 for Bangalore smokes in the world. I'm like, cool.
I love when I see stream titles like that. Number 1 headshots in season 1. I'm like, bro, get out of here.
First of all, I feel like you're
That was
hating
3
on my
months ago.
most-
That's
I
7
feel like you're
months
hating
ago.
on my most recent stream title.
What's your stream title?
It was season 1 best Skeeve Hunter.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Well,
though.
that's funny. That's funny.
different. That's like not flexing like one of your actual stats. I mean, like
I love that though.
I flexed it hard, like pre-season, before any of the stat tracker came out. I was like number 1 Wraith in Canada. I was like, I'm number 1 Wraith in Canada. There's no way nobody's better than me.
Dude, I hosted a guy the other day that said he was ranked 7 Bangalore, and I'm like, dude, I'm like 18, dude. This guy's got to have like 40 some thousand. I join, he ends his game, he's got like 12K. I'm like, bro, there's no fucking way that you're the number 7.
He's
like,
ranked,
bro.
he's ranked 7 in his area code, dog. Come on.
Yeah, this man really said in season 1. I'm like, oh. He's like, bro, I had a kid, bro. Sorry, man. I'm like, I don't need to hear much of my story. You just gotta stop debating me, bro. I would never
It's
host
hilarious. It's hilarious.
I remember like a while ago, Q, you played with a guy who like looked up your stats like mid game and like was calling you out. He's
Oh
like,
yeah, he tried saying I suck or something.
Yeah, and he like,
yeah,
and
I
then-
remember that. Yeah,
I forgot what he didn't even have like anything. He had like a
No.
2.5K badge. I'm
yeah,
like, bro, I do that in my sleep.
he's like crypto with like 13.
Didn't you say that was his alt? That was
Yeah,
his
oh, he tried to say it was his
Yeah.
Smurf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, 10,000 kills on crypto. That's your Smurf. Suck me. Fucking bunch of losers, dude.
And he just like got mad. Just didn't want to go to refinery, and that was it.
Yeah, he tries going to refinery. I go cap. He gets on the mic and starts bitching me out. I'm like, dude,
Get out.
Bro,
this guy.
dude, you guys would not believe how toxic the PC community is in
Yes,
PUBG.
oh,
Bro, I got
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah.
King's like, I see it.
It's bad. Yeah.
Man,
Totally
I
bad.
landed solo like literally 1 game. Teammate gets on the mic. Dude, fucking kill yourself in real life. I'm like, I'm like, what did I do to you? I'm like, bro, just let me do me, man. It's not that serious. It's a pub. He's like, bro, you're throwing the game already. I'm like, bro, you're like literally a level 46, man. Just calm down, okay? It's not that serious of a game.
That was my
It's
ultimate.
gonna get better, dude.
People are honestly insane
my
in like,
God.
the PC community sometimes. Telling me to kill myself over a video game. I'm like, damn.
Good morning, everybody.
I can't say that I've never reached that level of rage. You know what it probably was is he probably had played like 18 games where everybody quit, everybody left him, and you were the only person ready to
Nice.
hear what he had to say.
I had the time. I had the time that day. I was not having it. I skeeved it and survived longer than them just to go back and to stick a res on them just to teabag and leave. That's how spiteful. I was so mad he got back on the mic. He's like, "Are you kidding me, man? Stick the res." I was like, "Fuck you, kill yourself."
Who's
You
dead
don't know,
now?
You don't know who you're fucking with right now, okay? You don't know Moose, okay? I'm gonna make a burner account called Moose from PS4 just to piss people off. I'm calling it right now.
That's really gonna trick people, Moose. You couldn't just make it Moose. I think you're the only fucking Moose that I know.
Moves
Moose from
PS4.
PS4 on PC. That way they know they
There you
can
go.
by my aim assist.
Oh
And I'm
my
being toxic
goodness.
as hell about it.
That's hilarious. Dallas, are there any other big things? I mean, that was awesome. We were big things that topic-wise that we didn't really go
Like
over.
the worst possible times. I missed half of that sentence. Your mic just cut out completely.
Yeah,
I heard. Is there any topics that we didn't go over? Is that what you wanted to ask?
that was pretty much the main thing.
Yeah, no, we covered pretty much everything as far as Apex. I did want to ask a little, since we have some guys from orgs in here.
Totally, yeah.
Basically, like what is the benefit of being in an org and someone looking to join? What do you recommend they do? Like how does the whole thing work for you? I'm sure it's different for each org, but just going off experience.
I think that's an AV question.
I mean, it is different, per org definitely, and I've been in a bunch. I've been in some some rising ones, some pretty big ones in Apex, and then now being in Harsh Reality as part owner, it's definitely different in every step of the way. You know, the one thing that I wasn't super into, but I think is kind of a cool benefit. I know I was in Zeist and they did those grinding groups where like they would kind of have a chat full of people who would play to be on their squad, and then that's kind of where they would post clips, and then they'd pick them up from that area. That was kind of interesting, like an interesting way to do it. Harsh Reality is definitely a lot different in the sense that like, yeah, we have people who apply. The way not to do it is not to hit me in my DMs and go, yo, at like
Yeah.
Like 4 in the morning,
4 in the morning, 'cause
late night sad boy hours. Yo, can I be in your org, dude? I've been feeling a little down lately.
definitely not the way to do it. Especially because we're like an officially licensed business, and we take a lot of pride in who we bring on, and really we scout a lot. Miss K, who is our stream team lead, spends a lot of time in like people's streams and watches, and we recently picked up Tahir, who I watched for a long time. I was like, man, like what this guy does matches exactly what we do on our own. Like he's doing what we do at the same time. Like he's doing charity streams. He's shouting people out. He's showing more love to others than he's trying to bring to himself.
Totally.
Trying to bring a lot to a community.
Exactly. And I
That's
was
all
like,
he's about, which is good.
I was like, that's what I want. So we're very, very picky and very choosy. As far as benefits go, really, it's kind of like it's just shared. I hate the word. I'm not gonna say it. It's just kind of shared viewership. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're not in a position where we can like give you a salary, every month, make it so that you don't ever have to work again. But we all want to reach that goal. So what we do is we share your posts, you share our posts, you join our communities, they follow you. When we do big charities, like joining our stream team, Q has been a part of this. It's very much it's not you join and then you just stream with Harsh Reality in your title. Like you are part of a team that like conducts projects.
Genuinely cares too.
Yeah.
At least for Harsh Reality. Like it's been a super big like, and I was nervous to join at first just because I was growing at a pace that was, bigger than I thought, and it was nice, and I didn't want to rock the boat in any way, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made. Just because you have a family aspect, you wake up, you have people just to bounce ideas off of, you have people asking how your day is going, you have people waiting for you to go live, you have people hosting you, shouting you out. It's just such an easier way to get exposure and just meet new friends and meet new people that actually care about what you have to say, actually want to see you succeed, and obviously that reciprocates, and you want to see the same for them. So yeah, I'll keep letting you go, but I just wanted to kind of chime in on that.
That's like 90% of that, Q, like everyone strives for, but it really comes down to who we've specifically handpicked and brought in.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there may be a few people that we kind of let do their own thing, but a lot of the times we want when the time comes, like everybody's got to come together. We did the Australian fire.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah, I was in your stream for that.
That was honestly one of the coolest things that I've ever been a part of, that I've ever seen Harsh Reality be a part of. We got massive hosts from Deltouche. We got one from Nicewig. We crashed our goal of our donation goal. Like it was so awesome and so successful, and honestly never felt better about the place that I was in. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's an awesome benefit. It's just being around a community of people who want the same thing you do. And the way to do it is by being professional. Definitely be approachable, and be ready to answer some pretty tough questions if the org cares enough.
Definitely.
True.
So, and I know that HR, we are a little bit on the and
can you guys hear him?
huge org.
No.
Your
No,
mic cut out.
I couldn't hear you at
You
all.
can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
You're
ahead.
good.
Okay, my bad. I was just gonna say that we're kind of growing, and trying to become that big org that many people know about, but kind of going on the flip side to where Moose is on Dare, which is a huge org.
Yeah.
Kind of what's the difference in that? Where I guarantee you still have that family aspect, but when you're on that large of a scale, it's almost impossible for everybody to know everybody. So, like, how has your experience been being on, and how is coming from somebody that may be looking to be on a bigger org? What was the recruiting process like as well?
So let me just start off by saying that everybody in Dare really, really fucking cool. Like everybody has like different unique personalities. Like Stream Team, we're doing this recruitment challenge. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's hashtag Dare to Stream. Like had like over 500 applications come in to try and be a part of this Stream Team for 10 spots, which is absolutely insane. And
That's
I had
awesome.
the pleasure of actually going through a lot of people. And although I am still relatively new to the org compared to like some of the people like Tyler's in there, Tribute's in there, Scuff is in there. They've been around for a while. So my opinion doesn't really get weighed as much for the streaming aspect. But like we always do like little recruitment stuff like that, and we are always watching, especially if you guys do like hashtag Dare to Achieve, or you're adding people like over on Twitter. If you're like, I say this to people all the time because a lot of people actually approach me via DM, and I do see it all. So everybody who DMs me, I do see everything. If you guys DM me and you're like, hey, what can I do to be seen by Dare? I'll tell you the exact same thing every single time, and it's try and make yourself known on all socials, and that's YouTube, that's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's honestly TikTok is huge right now. It's like honestly massive for the gaming scene. Like you just exponentially grow. It's disgusting.
When you post on TikTok, do you
TikTok
post like clips or what do you
literally-
what do you
Yeah,
post
like
on
literally.
there?
Okay, so for
TikTok
example,
is literally disgusting. Though.
yeah, I posted. Oh, 100%. 100%.
And he's like, but real talk, like fuck TikTok.
It's grown way more than expected, and a lot of people
for
are
sure.
still
Everybody's
in the
got TikTok
mindset
now.
of like super fucking cringy, which is like majority of the time it is. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
But other times, like I just retweeted. I think it was Pink. She posted like 4 or 5 clips, and has like little under like 3,000 views just out of like those 4 clips.
Like the
I
singer?
saw her-
Organic
I saw her
growth
post
is fucking
it.
insane.
How do you
Anyways,
get noticed on TikTok? Is it hashtags like other things?
Hashtags, bro. Like literally just hashtag the shit out of it, man. Like, you know, hashtag gaming, hashtag PS4, hashtag Apex Legends. Like shit's trending. Like do hashtag like whatever's trending at the time. It'll get seen, man.
You
Anyways,
just like
back to
post
the
an
whole
Apex clip and you're like hashtag banana nut muffin.
Hashtag Kim Kardashian, me squad wiping somebody. Hashtag Kanye.
Back to the whole Dare thing though. Community itself inside Dare is really great, but you are right, it is big.
Yep.
And with that comes like it's not as you are very close with the team that you're with. Like so for my side, I'm Stream Team and I'm Apex. So I'm really close with all the Apex guys that are on like trick shotting on Xbox. Like Dre, he's on the Apex team. He's a gross ass player, really cool guy. Also a streamer on the Stream Team. And like you're really close with those people, but like outside of it, like I don't really know the Fortnite guys. I don't really know a lot of COD team. But I do like we all follow each other on like Twitter and stuff like that, and give each other that mutual respect and support, like we are supposed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what it's like. You do lose a little bit of like that. Everybody knows everybody, like you do in like a smaller org.
Yeah.
And like, but like other than that, like it's really, really cool. Benefits of being in like a bigger org like Dare per se, you get obviously the name is huge. A lot of people are in it for the name, which is something you don't really want to go for if you are trying to get onto Dare or SOAR or TSM, whatever. We all want that name, and like it's known, but don't be in it just for the name. Be in it because you want to be a part of that team. Like that's a big thing when getting recruited. Like you don't just want to recruit
100%.
somebody just because like a lot of people look at Dare or what other org was it?
I joined a team
Dare
because of the name.
Dare and Synergy, and like they would look at it
and that was a mistake.
to get up to like SOAR or like any other like T1 org, you know what I mean? And that's just like not something that you want to do going into going into an organization, smaller or bigger. Definitely don't want to do that. Other benefits to the org, like we get all like the codes and stuff like that for like G Fuel. We have
doing a podcast.
like Rode microphones. We get like the Dare discount code for that on merch. does he want to be a part of this? He's trying to get on right
That's
now.
my mom, dude. The whole family wants to be a part of it. My dad, not my mom. They're like, shit, you're talking a lot. Can I come?
Honestly,
The fuck was that laugh?
I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking of recruiting. But yeah, like you get like all that stuff, like the benefits with it, like the Dare merch before it drops, you get like the big discount from that. You still have to pay a little bit, obviously, because like, you know, shipping.
You gotta make something
like
and
that.
stuff.
But like you get it like before.
Do you
release.
get a code for their merch or anything like that?
Yeah. So basically, before merch drops, they send us like what we want to order first. And like they put it in like with like the big ass discount code, and then like they'll ship it to us like for whatever price it is, like X amount of dollars. Cool. And then like before it even drops, like we can have like all of our stuff, which is really, really cool.
Promote it too, which is nice.
Yeah. And Dare is very, very good about promoting our team. So like every Friday, like we do like Follow Friday on like our Twitter page, which is big. And on Instagram, like we just add different people in the org every single time, just generate some flow into the person's channel, which is really, really cool. How to get like noticed? You asked me how like I went through the recruitment process for Dare.
Yeah, right? Like how did that come about?
Yeah, so this one's like kind of like a longer process for me because it started off when I want to say like 7-8 months ago when I was like, because I knew that I was like a good enough player but like to be on an org, but I just didn't know what org that I really wanted to go for. And I remember growing up, like I thought about being a part of Dare because I watched Dare Cam, sorry. And I was watching Dare cams all the way up for like COD trick shotting and stuff, and I just thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So I was like, Dare's like one of the ones that I really want to go to. So after that, I really just started. The big thing that I did was posting a lot of my best clips on Twitter and trying to grow my Twitter to get that reach to like, you know, hashtag Dare to Achieve. I added like, you know, I added Tanzer, I added Tyler, I added Travi.
Like follow him, you mean? You just followed all these people, or what do you mean by add?
Like I followed them, but I added them like in my clip. When I made the tweet like at Tanzer, at Tyler.
And they were finally like, all right, man, this kid won't
so like hopefully like
this kid won't leave me alone.
Even if they like don't drop a like or anything like that, and don't like spam it, obviously. Like it's not like I spammed it every fucking time.
Yeah.
But
just try to make them known.
You really
try to make
it known.
Finesse game.
Yeah, exactly. You're just trying to get your name out there, and then eventually after doing that, I had hashtag Dare to Achieve in my stream title, which is something that we still use to this day. So if you guys like, if anybody out there listening is trying to get onto Dare or Soar, if there is some sort of hashtag that the team uses,
use it.
We can look it up through Twitch. So we look up hashtag Dare to Achieve, and we will stop by like a lot of streams and just like say hey with like the Dare channel and everything like that. And that's actually how Dare or Travi found me. He ended up in one of my streams and watched a game where I dropped like 20, 22, something like that, just like a 20 kill game on Kings. And he like left comments being like, oh, like we have to play after I get back from I think it was TwitchCon. So after he got back from TwitchCon, that's when I added Travi and we started playing together like a little bit. And he like just started asking me like questions like here and there about like why I wanted to join Dare. Like here's like the advice that he gave me, which was grow all socials, by the way. Like YouTube, grow that, Instagram, grow that, Twitter, grow that, Twitch, grow that as well. So really trying to like be well-rounded in everything. And then from there, after like growing that and stuff like that, I just kept grinding for Dare. Like I had offers from a bunch of orgs, like smaller orgs, and I declined because I was in talks with Travi and Dare, and we had been talking for a while. So I really didn't want to burn any sort of bridges or anything like that.
By joining somebody else.
Yeah, by joining somebody else.
Yeah.
And I would never want to be considered like an org hopper. So like that was one of like the big reasons why I didn't do it either. I just like didn't want to join a team and then leave it at like earliest convenience to join another team. You know what I mean?
I just want to touch base on the org hopping thing
You said how many you've been in.
because I definitely was a quote unquote org hopper, right? But I am a firm believer in being in a place that you can appreciate and you're comfortable in and that you feel is the right fit.
Totally.
So when I had first joined one and it was just like chaos.
Yeah.
I was like, and after 2 weeks, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm out of this one. Like, I joined another one that was definitely like, well, it had a lot of stability, but they also didn't have a lot of drive to grow.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like an ever changing, evolving person. I want to do a lot. I want to, and it's stagnant kind of growth.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be in. But like, so to my point is, I don't think anybody should feel uncomfortable with trying to find the right place to be in. You know what I'm
100%. No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just like my thing was I knew that eventually
I get what
was
you're saying,
going
like especially the burning the bridges thing.
So like, yeah. Anyways, I completely understand that.
Think,
100%.
Do you think, and coming, obviously, this may be geared more towards AV because you have been to some orgs and you've been in a few, like you said. Does it burn bridges? Leaving?
I mean, yes and no. It depends on the person. It depends on the people.
Yeah.
You know, I've definitely
seen it both ways.
I've seen it, yeah, 100%. It really just depends on who it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I feel like have been more supportive than not.
Totally.
That's a big thing, right? Because we're all small in some ways and all trying to make it. And a lot of people are like, hey, you got a better opportunity, take it, man. Or you find a better fit somewhere else, do it. Like, it's really never, like, the conversation's always kind of scary in a sense that you don't want people to be mad at you. But at the same time, like, you know, just rip that Band-Aid off. Like, don't be in a position where you're uncomfortable.
You gotta do what's best for you.
Where you can see it, you know?
100%. Do you think that some people like solely leave orgs based on like followers versus opportunity?
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
I think it's all opportunity at the end of the day. I feel like you see yourself potentially growing from it or potentially becoming a better you, you know? True. I cut out.
Yeah, I gotta hear it.
Why?
I saw I'm trying to keep my composure. Then I look up in the top right, I see the dumbass laughing up top, so I'm just starting to smile.
I knew the second I started talking and King started laughing serious that you guys couldn't hear me. It's just like, dude, fuck me, bro. All right, well, fuck my whole thought process.
I honestly think the orgs thing, it's weird and then it's not because it's also not necessary. You know what I mean?
You don't need to.
You can absolutely grow on your own. You 100%. Don't need to. If an orgs are coming after you, that means you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't join because it can benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like Q, for example, was probably in a really great position even before Harsh Reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was growing. And that means you're doing good. So you don't have to take that route, but it is definitely, if it's the right place, it can help you for sure.
Yeah.
So I think you should always be choosy about what you're doing.
Do you think there's this like what Moose said, there's a certain approach for people to contact orgs, but do you think there's a certain approach that orgs should be to contact players?
100%.
Yeah, because
we saw it
on Twitter, and it's like someone just
team
DM me.
Imploded.
Like, that's it. It's weird. It's just someone that contacts DM me, please.
Yeah.
Like, okay. All right.
I think that. Go ahead.
No.
I'm from New York, bro, and I will just talk over.
I'm from Canada, so I'm literally just gonna sit here and let you talk.
No. Go ahead.
We just sit back in Canada. We just sit back. I know you New Yorkers.
New York.
You did it again.
Do you think?
No, I wasn't.
Talk, Moose.
Moose, go first.
No.
Stop being nice.
All right. Okay. What I was gonna say is a really bad way to approach myself, or I'm sure AV can attest to it. If you slide into a DM and you talk your shit and you don't like approach in like a humble aspect, just fucking forget about it. The amount of people that DM me, or like I have screenshots in like all of our dare chats of just people DMing, be like, yo, pick me up for this team. I'm like, listen, man, I'll be real with you. If you are you walk the walk, like you talk it, we'll absolutely look into you. But like other than that, do not approach me and say you should pick me up, because that is a 100% way for me to look at you and say this guy is a pretentious asshole. I'm not gonna fucking. There's no chance in hell that I want somebody like that on my team or as a teammate.
Yeah, and I'm years and years of management, like outside of esports. Like the people that I'm gonna look at are the professional ones that you can hit me up on Twitter. You can slide in the DMs, be like, hey, my name is this. I've been doing this for this amount of time. I'm interested in you guys. Like, where can I send my application? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. As far as like reaching out to players, I don't do it often, so it's not really my thing. If I see somebody like Tahir, I had made friends with, you know what I mean? Like I spent time in his stream. I followed him on Twitter. Like there's going to be a relationship there before I ever come and just be like,
and bring that up.
Hey, join Harsh Reality. We got all the goods,
100%.
you know?
Do you think that when you're, and cut me off if I'm interrupting because I want to say this, but do you think that when you are going to be recruited or when you want to be recruited, should you be going and talking to players or should you be talking to people that are in management?
I think both is necessary. I think getting a player's perspective is important, or just, you know what I mean? Like,
seeing what it's like from a player standpoint?
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's just about, you know, when I go to apply for a new job, like I go on Glassdoor and I look up the reviews of the employment. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what it was like to be in this place.
Totally.
And that's just about being prepared. And you know, that's really the trouble with like this kind of business is that there's just so many inexperienced young kids with lots of talent, which is just a great place to have people take advantage of you.
How many times out of 10 will you have someone that's like not very experienced but also very like cocky kind of come into an org and be like, you know, fuck those guys, they were horrible, I hate all those people?
There's only, I mean, Harsh Reality's just been different because we really haven't lost anybody. Like we kind of had to remove some excess. Like we had so many Apex teams and like players and stuff, and it just came down to being like, all right, well, we really only want to put financial support into one solid team. You know what I'm saying? My screen went black. Am I still
You're
alive?
chilling. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
I got my, hold on, let me open this again. I've definitely been in teams where there's been a lot of shit talk after someone left, but Harsh Reality is probably the one place that I really haven't got that. And it's funny because if you look in any of our Twitter chats, there are a bunch of people who are not in Harsh Reality, like anymore. Like we never kick them out. You know, they're friends of the org. You know what I'm saying? Like it just isn't that way here. But
I can attest to that as well, because before I was on Dare, I was on a content creation team called VK, which was owned by a bunch of Obey Alliance. There was some synergy. There was also Dare players in there as well. So I got in there through recommendations of people seeing like my clips for #DareToAchieve and stuff like that. So I got on there first, and like I got support from that smaller org, and that really allowed me to jump to where Dare is.
I was actually going to ask you.
I still haven't left any of those chats, and I'm still active in them because of like the friendships that I've actually made, and like the people that I still enjoy talking to and stuff like that. And I still talk to the Apex side of VK and like give input if needed. Like I'm still there to support like anybody, and that's how like you can really tell like when you have like a good organization is when like people who
and who's real
people who have moved on to like a bigger place but still stick around, because that original place is like one of the main reasons why they are where they are.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question, Moose.
What's popping?
Do you think that here's my
what's cracking, bro?
I don't holla at me.
Holla at me real quick.
There was this one time where I answered the phone with my own name, I was much younger. I was much younger, and it was my
Is this
mom.
a question or is this a story?
No, it's not. It's not.
Moose is like, he's like, can you relate, Moose?
I was like, this is Chris. Talk to me. You know, like super corny.
Oh
was
no!
my mom.
No.
Your mom's like, Chris, what the fuck?
Answer the phone. This is Chris. Talk to me. What's poppin'?
Roasted me. No, but so my question is, one, I don't like when someone's in an org and they're in the org and it's like it would be like HR, AV edits, but then it's like hashtag grinding for dare.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not a fan of people being in an org but then like grinding for another one. Does that affect how you feel about them when you're looking at them from a big place like, you know, Dare?
I totally thought your mom's story was gonna go with this.
No,
I was gonna be stuck.
No.
My mom was like, what the fuck is this?
It has nothing to do with it.
Do you call yourself Moose? Is that No, I don't like. Are you talking in a sense of like seeing people grind for the team, or seeing like teammates grind for another team?
While they're on that team, he's saying.
Well, so what I'm saying is like being in Dare and then seeing people in orgs but also grinding for your org. Like, do you feel like that kind of takes away from how you feel they may be as far as like dedicated?
I think a lot of the times people have aspirations before joining the small org that they do because everybody has to start somewhere, right?
Right.
Like I think that if it has good intentions behind it, I won't judge it. But if I feel like I've seen this person saying hashtag dare to achieve or hashtag dare whatever their fucking name is, and I see that, but I also see like 3 different orgs at like 3 months apart. You know what I mean? That's when it's kind of a red flag.
Like right. They're not just grinding for Dare. They're grinding for anybody.
Exactly. And then like also like if you have somebody who has been like say somebody in HR, right, goes over to like another organization and then goes to another organization within like a 2-month span and they say hashtag Dare, that's when I'll like have a red flag and be like, I don't think that this guy is really you know, it kind of goes back
cloud chasing almost.
Yeah, it kind of goes
like
back to the org hopping thing. Like it's fine to be in like the right place at the right time, but if like I'm getting feedback of like, because I do my research on people, man, like you guys don't understand. Like I genuinely do research on the people that I'm interested in bringing onto Dare. Not that I like recruit for anything, but as far as Apex goes, I do have some say in like who we get to brought on. I'm literally going on to a call in like a week or so about like the prospects that I have to bring on to Dare and what they can contribute. And I've already done the background research. I've been in the streams. I've seen the content. And I've talked to people like about this person to see like exactly who they are. So
you're not gonna sign Wraithella?
Believe it or not, she was actually one of my first teammates, and she was genuinely a nice person. I have nothing bad to say about her, like at all in any way, shape, or form. She was nothing but supportive when we were on VK together, and she did make excellent accomplishments. Other than that, I'm not gonna say anything. I think that she's a nice person. That's all I gotta say on the matter.
All right.
As far as
you guys
like,
have good conversations.
There wasn't a lot of
don't put him on the spot, bro. If that's how you feel about
there wasn't a lot of talking between us, and I mean like not in that fucking way, you dickhead.
We use GIFs.
No, you motherfucker. I mean like individual like chats with her, you fucking fool. Like chats, like she was nothing but supportive, and so that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Nothing else. Don't put me on the spot again, or else I'm
I don't want to touch this one.
I don't want to touch this. I'm not.
All right. That's that.
But yeah. Anyways, that's basically the recruitment process to Dare. Just trying to
try your ass off.
Just honestly, just like work towards it. I have no issues with people being in like another org that are trying to grind for Dare. Like I see people all the time, and like one thing that I can say to people that are trying to reach into Dare, like I know a lot of people don't have like their DMs open or whatever. My DMs are open if you guys like ever need any sort of help, and that goes for any of you guys too. Like, if you guys are trying to get into Dare, just like let me know, and I'll literally give you advice on everything.
100%. Keep
on,
your
like, what I
fucking
could do.
DMs open.
Yeah, I got my
Especially if
DMs
you're
open.
trying out for like. There's so many people that I've tried to message who have shown interest, and then I'm like, I can't even talk to you, bro. I guess you're not in.
Yeah.
Don't even ask him for a follow back. So
It'll come as
no
like
DMs. You're out.
It'll come as like a private message. Like literally, if anybody any other questions like Apex related, like to try and get into Dare or on the stream team, just like let me know, and I'll do my best to help you guys out. Because I at the end of the day, man, like genuinely, I just want to see everybody get to that organization and get to that spot that they want to. That's like all I really want to see happen with this community, because I think esports is gonna be fucking huge. Give it like 5-10 years, man. This shit's gonna be banging even more than it already is. You saw it with Fortnite. Like it's just gonna get like even crazier, I think, with time. So like I just want to see it prosper, and if I can help contribute to that, then I'll absolutely do it.
I mean, schools have esports teams now. Like,
Yeah, they do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Scholarships,
It's so
bro.
cool.
bro, it's nuts.
So
Scholarships, dude.
I was
That's
actually
Even high
looking
school.
I was actually looking for a new job. I have a great current job. I work from home. But I was just kind of venturing
Browsing.
into the esports like category, and every college is looking for an esports director. Like
That's sick.
It's
Yeah.
wild. It's really wild.
Like an athletic director of esports, dude.
Yeah, nuts.
Hey, bro, ADs make like $100K a year.
Dude,
Down.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Down.
See
That's
that
awesome,
big
bro.
optic hex, bro? That man is fucking living. Dude, that guy is living. He's done wonders for the esports community. I think it's really. Yeah.
That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. Yo, we went 41 minutes past our normal time, an hour and this was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play some Apex though.
I don't.
And I love you guys, but I'm down to fry some nerds. And this
Are you
was
going
fun.
on PS4? Obviously,
No,
I was
going on bed.
Obviously, I'm going on PS4 Moose.
playing
What do you want to
Switch.
carry?
Do you
Playing
have a
Switch.
squad? Do you trying to play now?
I'll play with you, Moose.
I'll hop back over to PS4 for
Oh,
like an hour or so. I mean, shit, if I get to pay with the QBuzzShot.
Oh my god.
I mean, damn.
Cutest guy on Twitch right there.
Damn, imagine.
Yo, thank you though, Moose. Thank you, AV, for coming
Thank you
in,
guys,
bro.
thank you guys.
Yeah, that was
It was
beautiful,
blast,
man. That
dude.
was fun, dude.
We appreciate it so
Anytime.
much.
Absolutely.
That was fun, dude.
Having me.
All right, y'all.
Much love,
Thank
guys.
you.
Flashing those socials real quick.
Oh,
Yes.
Yep. Flashing the socials.
Flash on the social.
You got to go
Oh,
down
real
the stream
quick,
if you want those socials.
Real quick, are you guys okay if I take my VOD and put this on YouTube for a podcast on my channel as well? I think it was just really
You got it.
cool.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
I just want to clear with you guys. I don't want to be that dude that just, like,
Yeah, you're stealing our
You're
content.
good, you're
steals
good.
the content. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm
Take-
caught in the
No.
clout tornado. Okay,
Dude, you're caught in it, bro. You're caught in it, man. That was fucking awesome, boys. Yo, I appreciate it, man. I'll see you
Have a
guys.
good one, y'all.
All right,
See
much
you
love.
later.
See you
Peace.
guys. Yeah.
Have a
love
good
you.
night, guys.
Later.
Ooh.